Hey everyone, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel. And today for you, I have my weekly fragrance roundup, if you will. And this does include empties, partials, all the things. Y'all, I have to tell you about this blend I'm melting today, and I will do that after this intro. Okay, so tonight's medley. This morning, I'm having a lavender day, kind of. And there was like a period, maybe for like 4 hours, that I popped in a blend that I'm testing out for my pre-order. Phenomenal, by the way. So now I think around. Well, I just put this in. I'm doing a 1-to-1 ratio, almost. Yeah, it's about 1-to-1 ratio of Tiff's Favorite Lavender and Crispy Dream. Because I wanted lavender patisserie vibes. I tried, like, for 5 minutes, tried to get tried to grab 3, and every time I try to go to checkout or add another scent, I dumped my cart. And I've had lavender patisserie before, gifted to me from Stephanie, so I was like, okay, fine. Since y'all want to take all the lavender patisserie, I came up with my own. So Tiff's Favorite Lavender is lavender, sweet marshmallows, and vanilla coconut milk. I love this. So I'm using this whole portion here, which is probably about 3 ounces. I've been getting about 3 melts out of a tub. So cut them into thirds, like this way. Actually, I cut it in a quarter, and then I add like 1 more pie piece. So I have that amount, and then about 3 ounces worth of Crispy Dream. So I have 6 ounces worth of wax, which is about maybe 2 cubes worth, Scentsy equivalent. And 2 tea lights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 warmers, windows open. I'm living my best life right now. This is so good. So I highly recommend, if you weren't able to get lavender patisserie, but you have Crispy Dream and you have Tiff's Favorite Lavender, it's like 98% on the nose. Love. And it is so room filling in here. Like, I just finished eating dinner and everything smells amazing in here. I've been cleaning all day, doing laundry all day. It's my off day, so just trying to get caught up on some of these clothes and towels. Ugh. I got to use the dryer in the laundry room, so that was nice. All my towels are nice and fluffy. Anyway, so that is what I have currently melting today, or tonight. And this morning, I went in on this destashed loaf of espresso in pink lavender from Teddy Bees. So this is just almost like 99.9% the same as the pink lavender and espresso scent from Bath and Body Works. So pink lavender, espresso beans, and creamy vanilla. There is a note of caramel in with the espresso, and I feel like that's what sets apart from just being lavender and espresso mixed together. This is one of my favorite lavender scents. It's a very rich lavender. Very sweet, creamy, and then just the depth from the espresso is so flipping good. And this was also, I used 3 tea lights this morning and then filled all of the warmers here in the living room, and I had this in for about 6 hours. It was so freaking good. Okay, so those are my day's melts. Let's get into the partials, which I have quite a few of. Okay. I have one here from Knowles Farm Scents. I melted half my tub of Seaside Party out here in the living room. I didn't need to use a half a tub in here, but this was a melt for me for last night when I came home from work, and Sundays are my shorter days. I was actually able to leave like 10 minutes early, which is a rarity in food service. So I wanted something pretty. I wanted something gourmand, but also just kind of appropriate for having the windows open. This was so good. This is his beach evenings, which is his own version of beach nights. It's not like a store-bought. He gets his made, plus birthday cake and boardwalk marshmallow. This was still performing. I had put this in around 3:30 yesterday, and I was still throwing this morning at 5 when I had come back out here from sleeping. So it's such a good scent. Love boardwalk marshmallow and beach nights together, but his birthday cake is really good. I've also gone through, and I have no idea why I did this. Normally I just go with the 6 here and 6 here. Okay, melted some of the Sensational Strawberries and Cream scent. Actually melted this with the, it is another Sensational scent. I mixed these in alternating warmers and then utilized my crock for a morning melt before I went to work. I love this scent. It's a pretty good strawberry. Not really creamy, and it is artificial smelling, but still very pleasant. So I thought I would enjoy it more with some frozen lemonade also. So this has just lemon and creamy vanilla. It's a very good lemon. I actually like this one better than the lemon sugar cookie scent that they have together. So this was a fabulous springy fruity scent combo. Really been into mixing things. So I mixed from Second and Spruce maybe a quarter of my mini loaf here of Into the Night with, I don't even know how much is a quarter. I only melted this in my bedroom. Maybe 2 pie pieces worth. Like you see at the back, the marks. So what is 2? Maybe an ounce and a half of Partners in Wine and Into the Night, because I was curious as to what the blend of these two would smell like. It was a scent combination that Erica had offered in her last pre-order. I love both of these so much by themselves, but mixed together, Erica was onto something, you guys. This was fabulous. So I definitely like the Into the Night. I love the black tea, the toasted fig. It definitely has nutmeg, so it is a very warm, almost spiced tea vibe. It's just really cozy. Like this is, I've held off on melting this for almost 2 years now because I'm obsessed. Partners in Wine is beautiful as well. So you have mulled apples, fig, cedarwood, and blackberry. I can kind of see why she did it together too, because there's also fig in both of those. So absolutely beautiful. Like this lasted for almost, I kept it in. I'm sure it would have gone past a whole 24 hours, but it's too warm. It's been almost close to 90. So it was just too rich and spicy for me to enjoy past like a trial run. So I'm giving it a day. But I am looking forward to doing that combination again. It was so beautiful. The next partial I have here, I don't know how much of this I used, but I finally went in on my Gifted Jaws blend from Super Tarts. This was gifted to me from Lori, so thank you, Lori, because this hit the spot. We've had some, like I said, really hot days, and it was either Friday morning or Saturday morning when I put this in to give me fruity vibes but not be too rich or gourmand. So this has like salty sea air, plum, pear, I can't read the notes. Another's like seagrass. It's just really, it's like a really pretty salty sea air with fruit. I now understand why everybody freaking loves Jaws. A lot of the YouTubers. they influenced me into wanting to try this, but Super Tarts, in my opinion, has always been kind of hard to obtain. So I just kind of avoided purchasing. But what I have had, either from D-Stashes or friend mail, I am thoroughly impressed with not only the longevity, like they will go for days, but the throw and not even using like a full piece. So like some of these bigger chunks I'd cut in half and split them between 2 warmers. It was so good. My whole apartment smelled like summertime. It was beautiful, and I thank you, Lori, again for giving me this and Chomper to enjoy. So very much going to get some good use out of that this summer. I've also worked on a good portion, maybe half of my loaf here, of new Crazy Pants from Macaron Wax Melts, which was before, no, this was scoopable before they changed to Macaron. Crazy Pants is sweet strawberries and green sweet apple. I utilized my crock and put like probably 4 or 5 chunks in there, and then also spread this around the living room and the kitchen. Very beautiful combination of the strawberry and the apple, just to give me something sweet without being too heavy. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a really good green apple. I feel like the apple and the strawberry blended in the perfect amounts. I just don't know if I would mix this with anything. I don't really have anything. Maybe some dirt. I do have a dirt sample here from Destination Wax that came in a D-stash of mine. And I think that would be a great combination, because Natalie always talks about mixing strawberry and dirt, and this is strawberry, apple, and dirt. So I feel like they would balance each other out very well. And I've also, this was also gifted to me from Lori from the melt stash. I melted probably 2/3 of this big brittle bar of Aloha Punch. I always do that. Pink apple punch type Seaside Serenity in vanilla lace. So this is more on the lines of a fruity floral combination. It's very pretty though, and such a great scent. I feel like with that pink apple punch, I'm getting a pear note as well. There's some aquatic tones, light sweet floral, not powdery at all. Kind of like along the lines of like plumeria or hibiscus maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna look forward to melting the rest of this. This summer, this was a beast. Most of the stuff I've had from the melt stash, from gifts or friend mail, D-stashes, have all been bangers. Her formula is great. Their formula, I don't know if it's a she or he, so I will say they, to cover all pronoun bases. Okay, so that is partials. Let's get into these empties. All right, non-wax related, I have finished off another vanilla cashmere body wash from EOS. And this is not the top that goes to it, but I was scrolling on Instagram Reels the other day, and I think it was on a TikTok video they had also posted about how people, you can't get to the very bottom of the body lotions, okay? Because so there's like maybe 2, 3, 4 ounces left on here that the pump just won't suck up, and it's like a very thick, but not too thick, lotion. So my Strawberry Dream version of the EOS cashmere line, I had gotten to that point with the pump, and the pump wasn't reaching it anymore. So they had talked about using the pop lids that come on the body wash. So I basically took the lid off of this one and put it on my lotion, and it works fantastic. I just let gravity do its work and get my lotion out my bottle. We love this in my house. Both my son and I use this, and I love that it is not drying. It's pH balanced, gentle enough for sensitive skin. And it's a great layering start for either the body, whipped body oil butter, or the lotion, and then the body spray. I love to layer that with heavy cream. It's so good. Okay. I finished a 400 count of the jumbo cotton balls from Equate. Just refilled my bucket here in the living room. Let's see. I have 5 Scentsy bars that have finished. 1 retail. Set of pods. Okay, we'll just get into this. Strawberry Day. I had a strawberry day. This melted in my crock. This was a house blend of mine that had strawberry buttercream, varieties of cake and cookies. Put that in the crock. Then I also alternated in all the warmers here in the living room, including my tea lights. I'll use my Scentsy and my tea lights, but I wanted to bring up a strawberry note and strawberry lemon cake, which is more dominant anyway, with Together Forever, which is like a whipped cream, sugar, and strawberry scent, like a sweetened strawberry. It does give me sugar strawberry vibes, but I have enjoyed mixing that together, and the strawberry lemon cake they're both in my club. If we're not surprised, I'm honestly, to me, this is worth the $7. I like strawberry that much. So I mixed all 3 of these in the living room. It was beautiful. What can I say? I will probably do it again because I have 1 bar of each of those. One day early last week, I melted Tahitian Twilight here in the living room. This is notes of coastal waters, passion flower, pineapple, and white woods. This is so pretty. I grabbed one of these in, I think it was like last May when they had like the clearance, either it was the clearance or the flash sale. This was my last bar of Twilight, Tahitian Twilight. I really love the pineapple in here. But what I also love is that there's no hibiscus in here. It's passion flower instead. There's a beautiful like sweet water. It's like sweet, fruity, aquatic. I'm here for sweet, fruity, aquatic. I feel like I melted some. I did. Okay, so another medley, but it's not really mixed because they're essentially the same scent. I melted a bar of Vanilla Waves with a bar of Vanilla Surf from Lavender Speckles. Both smell identical to each other. Vanilla Waves, I freaking love this one. This one also I had purchased in a 2-pack bundle. Oh, it was like 5 or 6 bars or 8 bars. I can't remember. They had 2 of those in there. So this is the last bar from 2025. It's sea salt, vanilla, and like this beautiful caramel. Love that. This scent actually inspired my love for the vanilla cashmere scent from EOS. Then Vanilla Surf, her notes are creamy vanilla, toasted marshmallow, driftwood, and sea salt with a touch of caramel. Think Vanilla Waves. And it's on point. Like, it is 100% a dupe, in my opinion. It's so creamy and delicious. So I did like half my warmers. Like, I have them in sets of 2, except on my desk. I did 2 cubes of one kind and then 2 cubes or 4 cubes of the other kind on the opposite side, so I can kind of smell while they were melting, and then walking around literally could not tell them apart. So I'm so glad Beth and Matt make Vanilla Surf. When I run out of my 14 bars that I got in clearance, I will be getting more of this from Lavender and Speckles. Okay, and then the last bar I have here, no testers, surprise. I melted Pinkberry Fluff in my bedroom. This has notes of like pinkberry, sandalwood, tonka bean, but it's different than pinkberry sandalwood, which is stupid in my opinion. Why name them the same thing? pink berries. There's something else in here. I don't get any of that. What I smell is boardwalk marshmallow from Bath and Body Works type. Like, it literally smelled the exact same. This was great though. Just because I was craving something like that in the bedroom. But the crazy part is this was crazy strong for, I almost got 3 days out of this. It was like 2.5, because I used the whole bar in there. So I did 4 cubes in my crock and then 2 cubes in each of my warmers in the bedroom, and it was really pretty. But because I can get boardwalk marshmallow, 1 from myself or 2 from any other vendor maker, I downsized the number of bars that I had available to me in my club. So I have 1. I took out the 1 that I had in my spring and summer Scentsy club and just left 1 in my year-round bakery Scentsy club. And then we have a set of pods. These died down pretty quick. This specific scent, Raspberry Lollipop, I enjoyed the last week or so. It is a very, like, dollar store raspberry lollipop. Tons of preservatives, artificial flavoring, artificial coloring. But it did go well for the heat that we've had. And then we had those storms come through. So thank goodness for those, because I was dying. Okay, and then I have 2 retail. I have been really like feeling vanilla patchouli blends lately. Something about it is just so cozy, but kind of like upscale cozy. So on that note here, I melted the Sensationals Vanilla Velvet bar that I got. This has vanilla and white patchouli. Now on cold, it's a very potent patchouli. Almost masculine smelling, almost like one of my son's colognes. But in the warmer, the vanilla like blossomed into like this creamy, almost gourmand vanilla with this beautiful patchouli. I would get this again. This was so freaking good. Surprisingly though, it only lasted 24 hours, so that's okay. I'm cool with wax lasting at least. If I get 24 hours out of it, for a bar that's like $1.97, I'm really cool with that. Thank you. So the bar that I just showed you, Alchemy. So when those storms came through the next morning, it was like 40 something. It was also 40 something this morning too. So it's also why I melted espresso and pink lavender, because it's like more of a cozy, rosy toastier lavender with no smoke. Oh, it's just so rich. Anyway, so this morning also yesterday morning, I melted Alchemy, which has oud wood, golden spice, and vanilla. I loved how warm this was. This to me is what I had imagined vanilla oud from Scentsy smelling like, except the vanilla oud didn't have any spice. This gives me like kind of like Old Spice vibes or Calvin Klein Obsession vibes. That's spiced caramel, woodsy, masculine. This was just like a warm hug. Honestly, it kind of reminded me of Hey Baby Girl, which is one of my blends that has chocolate and amber, sea salt and cocoa bean by Peak type. And what else is in there? Or something. There's another oil that I mixed. It's like it's a three blend oil. Anyway, or blend. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Give me those kind of vibes, like a warm, woody, rich, almost chocolatey. Maybe that's why I was drawn to this, because it did give me those same kind of vibes. Okay, also melted. This was one of the clams. So when I do a test batch, I'll do enough that makes 3 clams. So this was one of the test clams I had left after the first two of She's Got Away, which is this has strawberry pound cake, bougie marshmallow type, strawberry jam, and vanilla birch. I love the rich jammy strawberry with a combination of oils that people probably have had a million times. But the way this is blended was just so pretty, and I'm very happy with how that came out, how my thought process was with mixing all those beautiful strawberry things together with a little birchy sandalwood vibe. It was so fabulous. Okay, 2 more test blends. This is the blend that is from the Golden Girls that is called Thank You for Being a Friend. This has Italian blooms, heavy cream, gorgeous gourmands, white cake, iced lemon cookies with a hint of Fruit Loops. So, I use my foam memo label printer for these little things. I love them because I can just type it up and I can do multiple at a time. And I can read them. So I melted this when I was taking a break today from the lavender. So in between the espresso and pink lavender and my lavender patisserie home version melt today, I melted half a clam of the blend that I offered also in my last pre-order, Pink Oven Magic. This has pink sugar, yum bougie marshmallow, danbury shortbread, and my house blend cream and crumbs, which is like my milk and cookies, plus frosted sugar cookies. Lots of cookie. I had 3 of those going in my 3 tea lights, and then cut in 4s. I did the 2 ounces opposite sides of the living room here. This is so pretty. So the Italian blooms does give orange blossom, neroli kind of vibes, but it's not the dominant note in here. This is definitely like lemon gourmand. The heavy cream, y'all, if you haven't had heavy cream, the Fleur type, it has citrus, it has marshmallow, it has caramel. It's like this gorgeous, sophisticated, bougie vanilla scent, and I knew I wanted to mix it with some sort of gourmands, and lemon just seemed like the perfect mix. I added the Fruit Loops though because I needed a little touch of like orange and lime to go with the iced lemon cookies and the white cake. My son was like, I want to lick the air. It smells so good. I want you to make this in a perfume for my girlfriend. I said, okay. When that happens, I definitely will take that into consideration. So while this was going, I melted neroli. The oil is called neroli with benefits, but this is what I'm calling Picture It for the Golden Girls pre-order, which is the blend or the oil, this scent that I'm using for Sophia. So it is definitely more floral. It is a beautiful scent though. It kind of gives me like a warm day in like an orange grove where the blossoms are blooming, preparing for like the orange, all the varieties of citrus to grow. There's like a green note, but it's not gross. It's so pretty. So whenever Sophia says, picture it, Sicily, 1922 or 1912, little peasant girl. This is what I imagine like her village smelling like. She just, there's like fruits and citrus all over the place, and her telling her stories. And I just see like these trees and the hillside. I don't remember. Sicily, I think, is an island, or is it? No, that's Sardinia. Well, I know Italy's a beautiful country, so one day I get to go there myself. I just felt like it was inappropriate. It reminded me of Sophia. Okay, so we already talked about this one. This one was a no label, but this was the Pink Sugar, Pink Oven Magic blend that I melted with the Thank You for Being a Friend blend. In my bedroom last night, and it's still going today, is Be Still. This is the Toyota by Indult type, which is a creamy vanilla almond milk cane sugar and vanilla amber scent mixed with Eilish one, which is the vanilla amber scent. With cashmere cedar and boardwalk marshmallow. It's just a very perfumey, beautiful, yeah, perfumey vanilla. I love perfumey vanilla scent, so very, very glad that this has lasted for more than 24 hours in there. So that's it for clammies. I have gone through half a bag, the last half of my bag here of Guardian Angels from Rose Girls. This has Father Figure, Palo Santo, and Cashmere Vanilla Whip, which is the same scent as the Vanilla Cashmere scent from EOS. If you haven't had this, you're missing out. Something about this beautiful caramel musk vanilla scent with the fig and the orris and like the skin musk from Father Figure with the Palo Santo. It is so beautiful, but it performed much better in my bedroom than it did in here. So now I know, I'll just melt that in my bedroom. I have one more bag to enjoy. I finished off a souffle of Teddy Bees in Emma of Normandy. I had 4 pieces, so about half a souffle. And this lasted for about 15 hours here in the living room. This was a morning melt, and I kept it in until about 2 hours after I got home from work. This is dark berries, central orchid blooms, and warm vanilla. I think half a souffle is the perfect amount for the space. I don't need to be using a whole souffle like I've been doing. And then I've also finished the last 3 big shapes here that I cut in half of Andrew Cuddles from I Heart Wax. This is Campfire Marshmallows, Vanilla Waffle Cone, and Beach Nights type. Just really starting to like crave my Beach Night scents. And I wanted to also justify my purchases with Audra's pre-order by melting through my stuff. So I love that. Highly recommend. Oh, I melted this scent from Lavender and Speckles in my crock when I was having the pink lavender, espresso pink lavender moment with Teddy Bees this morning. And I put all 6 bunts in the crock and paired beautifully. This is sweet lavender, fresh lavender, vanilla buttercream with a shot of espresso. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was definitely different than the espresso and pink lavender set. But it was unique enough that I was able to differentiate between the 2 scents. I don't know if I would get it again, but I enjoyed it. It came in a D-stash. I'm glad I got to try it because it was freaking phenomenal. And then I finished off the last little bit of my luxury soaking tub mini loaf here from Second and Spruce. This has the Central Milk Bath, Lavender, Jasmine, Earl Grey Tea, and Sugared Rose Petals. If you know, you know. This scent is a banger. Most of my scents that I have from Second and Spruce are absolute bangers. Highly recommend if you like a floral moment, but not too powdery. This is like a beautiful, sweet. It is very sweet. Very luxurious. It kind of reminds me of like a fancy white lady's house. I've got a lot of money, old money. Okay. And then lastly, from Vendor, I have melted my sample here of Strawberry Fame of Mind from Rose Girls, which has the mood ring type mixed with fresh picked strawberries. I need this by the truckload, y'all. This is so good. It's like fruity, perfumey. I don't know how the gummy bears note and the patchouli and this whatever pitaya and orange is, what like how that works, but it works. And then the strawberry just gives it more playfulness. This lasted in my bedroom for about 2 days. I would say 8. No. A day and a half. About an hour, like a day and a half, yeah. So was that 36 hours? thoroughly surprised that it lasted that long in there. And then when I was melting Emma of Normandy, this was a half of a tub of my blend Euphoria, which has the blackberry, cashmere cream, Warwick marshmallow, sweet and creamy. It's basically like a blackberry vanilla gourmand scent. Mix that with the crock. It was beautiful. Both of them, I probably could have left them in for at least more than 24 hours, but you know, it is what it is. And then this was a like overpour leftover. I was just cotton candy. I threw that in the crock, I think, one day to go with something else. But yeah, that's everything that I got through. Also, yeah, that's everything I got through. Yeah, I'm gonna put these in my spreadsheet, make sure I mark off my numbers. I love that I'm working on things, like not hoarding. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I literally pulled all my 2024 scents that I could find out of my Teddy Bees collection because, y'all, I went in on that RTS 4 times. So I need to make space. But also, I'm feeling like the 2-year mark is like the sweet spot for scents that I have been finding that work very well for me. And with Teddy Bees. Now, Salt Melt Melts, I have also pulled things from 2023 that I plan on melting the rest from like now until the year is over, because I really wanted to like not have anything in my stash older than 3 years old. But what I was going to say with Salt Mountain Melts is that her specific formula, I had melted things that were 5-6 years old from D-stashes that were absolute champs. I have no worries about using up my Salt Mountain Melts. But that being said, I pulled 3 summery type scents. Second Spruce, Destination Wax. I might do like a melting basket, but it's like a dual basket situation. So y'all are gonna think I'm crazy for trying to melt all that. But I have out currently spring-ish summer type scents from 2023 and 24 that I want to get through. So some new things, but mostly fruity and gourmand fabulousness with some freshness. I'm definitely gonna put this Jaws blend back in there to melt again. I might pull out Chomper. I don't know yet. Anyway, I think I'm gonna film my melting basket. It won't make a difference. Just kind of show you what I've decided to pull for. And it's not really for April. It's like from now until whenever I get through them. I have like 5 loaves I want to melt through. I have 7 loaves I'm going to try to melt through between now and like August. Plus tubs, scenty clams, non-scenty clams, my own wax. Like, lots of things. But that is it. That is all that I have to offer you guys. Thank you so much for keeping me company today while I talk to you about what I've been melting in my home. I want you guys to know that I care about you, and I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you had a great start to your week, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care, and God bless.